Right.
All right.
So, all right. So, what's your name?
My name is Hugh.
Hugh.
Hmm.
All right. And do you come here often?
Yes, I'm a local vendor here from Fresno.
Fresno.
Yeah.
All right. So you commute here like every Saturday.
We commute here every Saturday night. It takes us approximately. We leave here about Fresno about 2 o'clock. Get here about 2:30. We get here roughly around 6 o'clock to set up.
All right.
So it's about a good 2.5, almost 3 hour drive here.
So like, is this like the only place you sell, or like you sell
You
from?
know what? This is not the only place I sell. I do sell other places. Like I go out south too, towards the Bay Area too. But this market in particular does, because I do Asian specialty.
Mm-hmm.
This market in particular, I do really well because I do mainly Asian produce.
Asian produce. All right. So like, can you tell me anything about your produce?
I can tell you that down south and down north you can't grow this stuff. You got to be in the Central Valley.
Central Valley.
You have to grow this stuff because it's more, the more humid it is, the better the crops grow. The more coastal area you have, you got to go with more vegetable leaf crops because they just don't flower well.
So like, so all of this is just Asian.
Yeah,
Asian
we do
specific
all
food.
Asian produce. We do American slash kosher tomatoes, we do tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplants. We do yams too. We specialize in a special yam too. Ours is purple yam. We only get it once. We only get that one once a year, and that's very rare. You don't see purple yam very often. And yeah, we do more like Asian specialty. Like we got bitter melon, we got opal, sinqua. It's all the standard Asian. We also do okra. Our specialty is okra too. We do really well okra over there
All right.
in Fresno.
So like, is all this produce organic? Like,
We're not organic. We do fertilize, but we don't spray because we
Alright.
do it for local markets and we do it out to the public. So there's a lot of health issues with that, and there's a lot of liabilities when you spray. So we don't spray, but we do use fertilizer because the ground does know how to lose its minerals. So you have to actually add a mineral, and you gotta learn how to rotate the crops.
all right. So like, what like makes your like produce different from like like from local supermarkets and other stuff?
One thing is that it's fresh. It's the day before that, and the second thing is that we give the local guys that are here. They get a better rate because they're buying directly from the grower,
Right.
not from like a middleman where it's gonna be a little bit more pricey. And you buy from anybody else, it's got to be shipped. Maybe it can be shipped like from over 2-3 days from any other state. It'll get here before it does. And with our stuff, it's just it's local, it's fresh, and it's cheaper than the supermarket's price. So you get a lot better deal out here for quality produce.
All right. Let's see here. Like, so what like after like the end of the day, like do you just try to like sell everything as cheap as
We
you
try
want?
to sell as much as we can, but because we are a business, and we do get taxed at the end of the year. What we don't sell, we send out to like Poverville houses. It gets us a tax deduction at the end of the year, so
Alright.
at least I don't have to pay too much back in tax.
All right. So, let's see here. Like, so what makes this farm market like different from like other places you sell?
What makes this farmer market different? You know what? Because this farmer market is very diverse. We have like mixed match everything. This farmer market in particular that I've seen, this particular market does nothing but specialize in farm fresh produce. Other farmer markets you go to, they'll do like, you'll have other shops that come into like things that aren't really associated too much with the farming lifestyle. You're getting like restaurants that come in. You get vendors that are outside that are just doing like mainly like
The advertisers. Huh?
yeah, they're advertising other stuff besides that, like jewelry or dishware.
So it's not really like a
It's
farmer's
not
market.
really a farmer's market. This is actual real farmer's market. Here. We
Yeah.
do all the local produce.
All right, excuse me.
Yeah, we're very diverse out here. We have a lot of variety of stuff. And out here, this market's well known in this area. It's not in a higher class area, but we do have a pretty good show up rate. Like we'll probably see maybe every day we'll probably service at least 500 to 1,000 customers in a day.
That's good. That's pretty good. So let's see here. So, you're located in Fresno, right?
Yeah, we're located in Fresno.
Fresno. So like I know the commute there from here is like more like 3 to 4 hours.
It's about 3 hours to get here. We leave sharp around 2 o'clock in the morning. We get here roughly 6. So you're assuming that's roughly around Three
Three?
hours to get here.
Yeah. And like, what like, do you think like organic food is like way better than like you know the things that you sell, or is it like still
Uh,
almost the same?
It's, you know what, the only difference with organic is that you don't get high quality with organic produce. There's no pesticides used, and there's like you don't get no fertilizer in there, so the quality of the produce is not as well as it looks.
Hmm.
But up to certain people's standard, a lot of people go with organic, but I prefer to go non-organic because it's really hard to grow. If you're trying to grow for marketing out to the public, it's hard to go organic because you don't produce enough to come on the market, to market out. And then plus, people aren't willing to pay a high price for food these days. So the more quantity you have and the quality you have, the better chance you have of making sales out here.
Yeah,
And a lot of the guys that do organic out here, they do get sales, but it's not a high rate of sales like what we get out here. Sorry. This one? I got it. How much a pound? Thank you guys. Yeah. So you can see that the prices out here are pretty well.
Yeah. So like, how do you know like what's your price everything?
You know, when we price everything on like market standard, we shop around and look at the local supermarkets out there, what they're selling for. We try to we don't compete with them at a higher rate. We try to stay at least market price wise, at least 50 cents or a little bit under them. Because usually when you have the distributing, it always goes through the grower, the middleman. That's the person that ships it out. That's the company that ships it out. It goes directly to the supermarket. So we try to stay in between just as a grower and a shipper for where it's distributed out to. Instead of going out to the local supermarket, we cut that guy out. So then, you know, we give them a better price on the rates anyways. So if you're already paying $2 a pound, we can sell out here for $1.50 a pound and still make a profit off of it.
All right. So like, that's the advantage of like being a farmer.
Yeah, that's the advantage of being a farmer.
All right. So you price your own food.
Yeah, you price your produce at a price that you can sell it, and the people can afford it, and plus it's what do you say? I can't
More
remember.
fresh?
More fresh on it. Yeah. So, and a lot of stuff that we have here is picked the day before we come out, or we pick at least a day, or just a day before the day we're gonna come out too. So maybe 2 days advance before we even come out.
All right. Well, thank you for
That's
your
it.
time.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
And